Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, with your gym industry update for the day. And our topic is, will 24-hour fitness survive? Will their sales strategy work? And here's what I'm talking about. Originally when 24-hour fitness really come into prominence, they ran a sales model that was pretty common. They'd have full blown sales staff, probably four, five, six, or even more at a facility, and those folks, they would conduct activities that were typical of what a sales team would do. They're out gathering leads. They're making phone calls. They're making contacts. They're making daily appointments every day. They're out prospecting. They're following up. And truly, I mean, they were professionals. I mean, they were working on their craft every day and training on it. And I mean, you can see the growth that that group had. You'd have to presume they were pretty successful at it. And then what had happened back in roughly April of 2017, and this is all from the Chapter 11 restructuring filings, and then you can also find their article at clubindustry.com on the same thing. What had happened in 2017 is they went through a cost cutting and they elected to eliminate their sales team. And so, of course, that saved a lot of payroll, over a lot of clubs, 430 clubs. They saved all those sales staff, all those commissions, all those bonuses, all those benefits, and really everything that was associated with it. And they went to a model whereby, somebody who wants to join, come in and use the kiosk. And of course, what they found is sales dropped. And of course, the reason for that is, in selling and how I define selling, selling's about creating certainty for your customer. It's solving problems for your customer. It's providing solutions for your customer. And this is where the value of the salesperson really comes in. Just depending on people being interested enough to want to go ahead and commit. That's a pretty small audience. Most folks, they need more than that. And that's why you have, what I would call a professional salesperson, probably in any business, but, certainly the fitness industry. So that caused a dip, and now I think what the plan is as they come out of restructuring is they're going to go to more of a hybrid model, i.e. they're going to have sales and service combined. So I guess as you look at that, maybe front desk could handle sales and things like that. And the first thing that I think of when I hear that is, okay, we've got part-time salespeople. And you can just do the simple math on this, is that a part-time person, they will get you a part-time result. And in many ways, having that part-time person, that hybrid kind of salesperson, it's not significantly different than doing it with the kiosk inside the gym. It's just simply you're going to be handling people who are interested. Because the truth is, unless you're really working this, you're training at this every day, because sales training really in many ways it's like working out in the gym. You have to train on it on a regular basis to really be good at it. You have to be focused on it to be really good at it. And what happens is when you have that part-time sales rep doing it, one of the big things you miss, not only on the sales side of it but also on the follow-up side. For clubs that do a really good job of follow-up, now they'll show about a 15 to 20% increase in production as a result of it. Taking that away, it's another big miss. And so I think for these big box clubs that need to do a much higher volume of sales, I mean hundreds of sales in a month, thousands of sales over a period of time, I don't really know that that's going to be a fix. I think it could be a short-term kind of thing that maybe doesn't work. Now, you can get into some situations where some smaller facilities that indeed might be owner-operated, and you might have that hybrid model where you don't need a lot of volume, and you can pull that off. I've seen that happen. But if you're looking to really get big volume and really grow a sales and marketing group, this is going to be hard. One of the things also that I find when I get in and do a lot of turnarounds, which I do a lot of with organizations, typically the biggest problem these places have, it's really a failure to properly understand and implement sales and marketing programs. And so we need to have, strong marketing, strong, and I say sales programs, the ability to kind of disposition the customer into a position where they feel like they can make a decision. And so if we're providing certainty, we're solving problems, and we're providing solutions, typically you're going to have success. One of the other comments I would make on some of this, again, for you independent gym operators out there that are doing some of this, is if you have that hybrid model, one of the things that you can do that can kind of switch this a little bit, because typically what we do is we'll hire a front desk person and kind of suggest, I guess, that they're going to be doing sales. Well, maybe instead hire that salesperson, and then they can also have front desk duties. You'll get a little bit different of a mindset right there, which can help grow the sales. So when you evaluate, 24-hour, if they're going to have a hybrid model where they get a part-time salesperson, it'll be interesting to watch, to kind of see what happens. I think there could be some definite challenges there. And for you independent operators, my suggestion to you is have a dedicated salesperson, have a dedicated sales team, because that true dedicated sales team, they're going to be prospecting every day. They're going to be generating leads every day. They're going to be making phone calls and impressions in the community every day. They're going to be booking appointments every day. People are going to be coming in. They're going to be making sales. They're going to be getting referrals. They're going to be working corporate programs. They're going to be working former member programs. This is well worth the investment, to have this full-time dedicated salesperson. And then in addition to that, let's make sure we train them up. Let's make sure we really teach them how to be a professional at this and the right way to do it. And again, I would look at it the same way as I would, anyone working out in your gym. Hey, if you're going to get the best results, hey, I want you coming in every day. We're going to do this and this and this, and here's how we're going to approach that. It's the same thing with sales. Train on it every day. Have a 1-hour sales training meeting once a week, with your sales team, and then every day train on something. And when I say every day train on something, it doesn't have to be an hour every day. Take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, and maybe role play a telephone inquiry, role play an outbound call, role play how you might give the tour, role play how you sell benefits over features, role play how you might ask the customer to become a member. If you put your time and effort into this, it will pay you a significant dividend. So in the end, my advice, at least in a general, broad sense, I'd much rather see dedicated team, dedicated to sales and dedicated to the accountability of that performance, as opposed to a part-time group that in the end, history has told us they're simply going to handle who's interested. So my name is Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. And if you enjoy the content that I bring to you, hey, I appreciate you hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button. It helps me grow my audience, helps me reach more people, and helps me make more gyms more successful, certainly at a time that's a little bit more difficult for folks. So again, my name is Jim Thomas. Hope you have a great day.